So guys, this is part of what I was talking about one day on a video, talking about how fragile these buckles are. Yeah, these screws, man, they're real fragile. Like I said, you do speed runs, eventually you're gonna break them, and most of the time it break in the same spot. And it's so crazy, I've never had one to break on this part of the buckle. It always break on this part. And you gotta, like I'm doing now, I thought I'd show some of you guys, but you gotta trim. Now I got more turnbuckles, but the thing is, man, you gotta take so much stuff. You gotta take so much stuff loose. You gotta take all this loose, man, to take this turnbuckle to replace the turnbuckle. So what I'm in the process of doing right now, I've took, like I was saying on another video, I took and I've trimmed that screw. It broke up in there. It always break up in there. So what I did, I'm taking a razor. I'm just carefully trimming it till I can clamp some needle nose pliers, and that's what I be using. Be using something like these. But one of the main things you got to remember, partner, you need to know, which it would help. I mean, it's not going to just shut you down, but you need to know which way it turns. Cause the slightest little turn, when you trim it back and get it to where you can grip onto it, the slightest turn gonna move it now. And if you turn it the wrong way, hoping you guys can see that. If you turn it the wrong way, you're gonna turn it up in there. Yeah, and then you're gonna have to trim some more. You might get it, you might figure it out and then go back the opposite way. You might have enough. Might not go up in that far. But that's what I'm doing now. And what you do, take you some notes on stuff, man. Write stuff down. And that's what I do sometimes. Because see, I know for a fact this one on the right side, driver's side rather, it screws out. This part out of this part, unscrewing it regularly, counterclockwise, it comes out. So that's what I'm doing here now. I got it down just enough to where I can clamp onto it and turn it. And normally, fellas, it's not hard to turn. They turn pretty easy. But that's all you gotta do, man. Like I say. But yeah, man, I had a come down through there 107. I had a blowout. Had a blowout at 107. This tire come apart. That tire right there come apart, man. And this will be the first time I've gotten hit with a car. I'm standing by my mailbox, man. That joker plowed into me. So crazy, because how did it find me, man? It could have went 7-8 different ways, but it plowed right into my calf, man. So, but anyway, I think I got a bruise down there. I know later on when I get ready to shower. I know it hurt, man. But yeah, fella, it's doable. And like I said, what you can do, man, and that's what I might do. Might just cut this head off and use this. Cause man, those things, man, and I can't say it enough, man. These little things, man, they are so fragile. They are so fragile. So what I might do, I might just cut the head off the screw. And I might put it in there. And all you gotta do is, what you could do, man, just get you a gauge. Get you a gauge or get something to measure it by. It's one of my older ones. Measure that gap. Measure that gap. 9 times out of 10, gap on your other side gonna be the same. Measure that gap. Better yet, you're gonna have to measure from man, where is the spot you're gonna have to measure from? Cause I forgot you trimming that back so that you can't measure from right there because you're trimming it back. Eyeball you a spot. Find you a spot, like, my bad, guy. Find you a spot. You can't measure from right here because you're gonna be trimming it back. So that's messing it up, knocking off a couple of millimeters maybe. Find you a spot to measure from. Measure from your other one. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be pretty close to the same. And even if they're not, all you gotta do is unscrew it from here. Unscrew it from here. Once you get that screw in there, unscrew it from here and just turn this. That's all you gotta do. You know, like I say, you can't adjust it on the car. That's just a quick fix, guys, till you can get a buckle. You know, I ain't talking about just rigging something up forever. That's something you can do until you can get another turnbuckle, whatever you call these. I'm gonna have to practice on my technical names for a bunch of stuff. I say that thing, this thing. As long as you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm good. You know, but yeah, I'm in the process of getting it off. I think I about got it. So you know, I get you guys up a little bit. I think I just about got it, man. Coming up out of there. But I don't know if I'm gonna take that one. So I start just go ahead and take it apart and put a new one on, and I'm like, nah, I got time, I ain't got nothing to do. So I'm just gonna trim that back and put one in. I might, yeah, I think I'm gonna put a screw in here. But yeah, man, these things, they break. Then again, man, I really can't say they break easily, cause you gotta realize, man, you in a speed run. I mean, the car moving over 100, you know, and you don't know how much of the brunt of that wreck this wheel taking, cause they just I'm gonna give them a little break, cause they ain't just breaking now. And I've never had one just break in a simple crash. And I done had some pretty fast crashes and nothing broke. So I'm gonna give them a little slack. But they're fragile though. They pretty fragile. And I say that because they done broke too many times. Yeah. They still fragile. I could look at it. I could look in the broke part of it, man, and you could look at it and tell, you know, looking at the broke part. It just don't even look like a normal screw. I'm like, man, because it looked at first, I'm like, damn, is it hollow? I'm thinking that joker hollow at first, but it's not hollow. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give them a little slack, man, because I was going 107, and I gotta say, man, both times, well, it's been 3 times rather, I was going pretty fast, so I think I'm turning it, man. My finger's so rough, I don't know for certain. I think I'm turning it with my finger. But yeah, the good part about it, partner, it's not like you're trying to unscrew something out of metal. It turns pretty easy. But it's good to know which way your turnbuckles go, man. Just for the instance, like, you know, in cases like that. Yeah, but there it go. That's it. That is it right there. That's the broke piece. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, either cut the head off of a 3mm screw, because that's what it is. I'm either cut the head off a 3mm screw and use it, or I'm gonna just take this one off and use it, I guess. I don't know. I got some more turnbuckles off of 1/8. I mean a 1/12 and 1/14 WL Toys car, or yeah, they'll work. You know, you got some more little turnbuckle screws that'll work. Long as it's a 3mm, it'll work. And I got some more, but they don't have the hex head on them. They got little holes, and I don't like that. But at the same time, I'm here talking about putting a screw in. It's better than a screw, because a screw don't have nothing in. So I think I might look for another look at some of my other boxes, drawers, and see can I find that. But yeah, man, I had a tire blowout, man. Thing blew out. Had everything set up real good, but that's the only thing that happened. I did break my back, my wing back here, but that's an easy fix. My wing come apart back here also. But man, it's time for it to come apart. I've had enough wrecks, and the wings never suffered any damage. Only my little like saying tips, man, they get scarred up, and they've been pretty tough. Them tips, they pretty doggone tough. And I made these, and they look pretty good when I first made them. But after going through a few wrecks, man, this is what they look like now. So anyway. So I think I'm gonna find another turnbuckle. These little things, they're so short, man. Yeah, they're so short. I mean, the distance in between them, like, you know, like I can't use this one because even the hex head part itself is too wide to go in there. So, probably could make this one work. Probably could make that one work. That's just a hole in it. But the treads don't go all the way. Don't go up far enough, so I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it can go up in there that far. One more day, fellas, and I have my head gear. I promise you. One more day. So I think I might just go on and put this one on, man. I might just go and put this one on. But yeah, guys, that's how to get that out, man. That's how to get it out. And if you haven't had that problem, you will have it. And like I say, most likely it's gonna break up in this part, the part that's attached to the car itself, attached to your diff. Yeah, just get your razor, man, and you don't have to take it off with it on there. Get your razor and just slowly trim that back. Gotta have a real sharp razor, man, because you're gonna put a little pressure to it. Just slowly trim that back. Yeah, and hopefully if it break on you, man, it might break where you got enough out to actually, you know, without doing that, to actually put some pliers on it and turn it. It might break like that. But if it don't, I mean, in what, three of my cases, it never have broke like that. I always had to trim it. I always had to trim it back. But that's all you gotta do. Trim it back, man. Clamp you some on there and twist it up out of there, partners. Anyway, that's my tips for the day, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out, brothers.